Well, that was Tim Moffat speaking to Adrian O'Connor and his family about his return to Wembley as a mascot next week. And here to tell us more about the event is Matt Hughes-Short from the Alzheimer Society and former England player Sir Geoff Hurst, who, of course, played that very pivotal role in the actual game and has just been in that piece that we've been sharing with you now. Geoff, if we could come to you first of all, I bet you never thought that after all these years, those goals and that game would be playing such an important role for people who still remember it, who go back to that time, whose memories of that time are still very much alive and make such a difference to them now. What's it like for you seeing people like Adrian react like that?
Oh, I mean, it was very emotional, him listening to me, goodness me. And it's an absolutely fantastic campaign for the Alzheimer's. It really is, people living with the condition. So I'm just pleased to be part of it, to continue to raise awareness of this condition. And we played in a team, and it's going to take the whole country as a team to beat people living with this condition. And that's why I think football is such an important part of our lives. And to use football to create greater awareness, for me, is just absolutely fantastic. So I'm delighted to be part of this campaign.
And Geoff, we all know in our own lives people who've also gone through this horrible condition, haven't we? I'm sure you must know people too.
Well, of course, for me, of course, football's part of that, because some of my members of my team in '66 suffered from this condition. And also, from a family point of view, my brother-in-law, who lives with my wife's younger sister in Chicago, he had the condition and passed away a couple of years ago. So there's, from a family point of view and a sport point of view, I've been as close as anybody can be. And it's the people living with it, living with the people who have it, is such the impact on everybody surrounding them, their friends, their families, their carers. And having my roommate, Martin Peters, my teammate and next door neighbour suffering from that, and living with it through our wives who speak together almost every day, has brought me very close to that awareness. What we're trying to do now is create the great awareness for the whole country, and the whole country can help this.
And Matt, this idea kind of turns the mascot idea on its head, doesn't it? Tell me, where did this come from? Why did you think it was important to do it, to share this moment with people who have been living with dementia?
Well, good morning, Sally. Yeah, this is our 4th Alzheimer Society International in partnership with the FA, a partnership which has already made real tangible impact for people living with dementia. Through fundraising, we've raised over £1.2 million, which have gone into vital support services for people living with dementia. And the partnership has already helped more players, fans and members of the public understand more about how they can receive support and raise awareness. But unfortunately, dementia is a significant threat, and that's not changing. And as Sir Geoff says, it's going to take a society to beat dementia. We're going to have to come together as a team. So this mascot opportunity is an incredible chance for us to tell the varied stories and perspectives of people living with dementia. And there's no greater place to do that than at Wembley Stadium, walking out with the England team.
Absolutely. Matt, how are you going to look after those people, those mascots? Because it could be quite an overwhelming, maybe frightening experience for some of them. What sort of safeguards have you got in place?
Well, the well-being of people living with dementia is absolutely paramount to us, Alzheimer Society as a charity, but also to the FA. And we're working very closely together to ensure that people are well looked after on the day, that there are staff around who can support them at all times. But a really big part of our work is ensuring that sport and football can be an accessible and inclusive place for people living with dementia. Through the partnership that we've got with the FA and our Sport United Against Dementia campaign, we work really closely with football to ensure that. So we're bringing in a lot of the best practice and guidance that we would have for that work to ensure that people are well protected and that they have the safest, most secure and most enjoyable experience as part of the occasion.
And Geoff, in all the years that you've been working with people who have dementia and with the Alzheimer's Society, are you starting to see a shift in attitude, maybe some progress, maybe some optimism that things might get better in the future?
Well, absolutely, and this fantastic campaign will help a great deal. This awareness and this particular idea through football is just an absolutely magnificent idea, and it will help to continue to create the awareness of people living with the condition.
You know, Geoff, all too well that feeling of walking out at Wembley that these mascots will be experiencing themselves. What would they be preparing for? What is it like?
I think they'll be looking at it with great excitement. Unbelievable. I mean, just to play at Wembley, to watch games at Wembley, it's one of the most magnificent stadiums in the world. And for every of those 22 that walk out, that's going to be an absolutely unbelievable experience for the people themselves and their friends and their families who know them very well. They'll be absolutely thrilled to bits to see them walk out with these 22 players. It'll affect not just the 22 that walk out, but everybody that cares for them and their families and friends. It is just an unbelievable, fantastic campaign and idea, and I'm delighted with the FA associated with Alzheimer's to promote this.
We look forward to seeing it all happen. Sir Geoff Hurst, Matt Hughes-Short from the Alzheimer Society. Thanks so much for joining us live on BBC Breakfast.
Thank you.
Thank you.